question. I don't think that we have the right answer. So we ask the question, how to build a society that respect ourselves. I think democracy is not something that you go every 4 years. This is part of this, but much more democracy that I talk with you now what I want, and I don't talk with it's the freedom to talk, or the freedom to think, and and that's things that every day the democracy live every day. So we ask in democratic education how democracy, the human rights, connect to what happened in school. How in how school keep the right of the human rights, and that's something that to us every school that asks this question and build different answer and try to um, listen,
To put in practice.
to put it in practice. Uh, that's democratic school, and it's not something that we have today in the world around 800 democratic schools. They call themselves a democratic school. I think every one of these schools is different because every community make different decision and want to live different. But if I say what is connect all these 800 democratic school, I think one, that we live as a democratic community, uh, democratic, we manage the school in a democratic way. Second, we call it pluralistic learning. It means that every child look for his way of learning, how to learn, when to learning, what to learn. That's what we call pluralistic learning. Third is that we have a very close relationship between teachers and children. In most of our schools, that's the art of the school, the close connection between the teacher and the student. And the third is democratic contact. We talk a lot about human rights and how to keep these human rights inside school and outside school.
And how is this different from the school that you went to as a child that could only see your dyslexia and couldn't see the other parts of Yaakov?
It's totally different. It's first of all a different goal. My school have a goal. What need to be the graduate of our school? It's need one kind of type of graduate, and they try to build that everyone will be in this type of graduate. In our school, we say our goal is find your uniqueness. You find what it's you bring that the other doesn't have this uniqueness, and that's totally different. We say in democratic education, different is beautiful, and we don't want that everyone will be the same, and that's our big goal, that is different from a traditional way of education. I want to say that the uniqueness that we can see now in this conference today here in Boulder, that it's something wake up all over the world today. Something really changed. We have here schools, people from China, from Korea, from New Zealand, from Europe, from South America, from and sure from the United States, and people say something happened. The doors of the old doors that was shut all the time, and say we don't make a change in the education system. Change. The doors now is open, and we see a lot of change that happen all over the world, and people adapt ideas from democratic education and different ideas, and that's something to us. It's very exciting, very give a lot of hope.
And going back to Israel and the school that you went to, it seeks to create one product, one result,
Yeah.
one definition of success, which was not relevant for you as a child.
Yeah.
And how did that translate into what was done in that school? What is it that needed to be changed to provide for your growth and development?
I hope that I understand the question. I think that my school was the type that most of the school was in this time, and some of them also today, that it was a teacher. We sit in the class 30 students. He tell us what to do, and we do exactly what he tell us. So he prepare us to work in the factories. That the boss tell you what to do, and you do exactly what the boss tell you. And also the practice, the way of old traditional industrial age, that children, we sit 7 hours on a chair, we cannot move. If someone move, he punished, and that's the way of all the last century education was. We're talking about today about totally different structure. That it's not only the values of democracy come, it's also new technology come. Think about the today we can find school that use close knowledge, close information. They don't hear that it exists now internet, and we can use open. For example, think about the old test that you are with a close information and you ask a question. Today you are open to all the knowledge and you have totally different way of exam your knowledge. It's exam how you deal with a lot of knowledge, not with a very small knowledge. But if I get a symbol of what you can see in democratic schools, you can see a classes that everyone is a teacher and everyone is a student. Everyone bring his knowledge to the desk, and we talk together. We looking for the strong area of every child, and every child. I give you example that you can see clear. We today in Israel, we not only work in democratic school, but the idea of democratic education, we begin to do it in traditional school. And we work with all cities. We today work with 16 cities all over Israel from all the school in the cities. And the main idea